Hello students, let us continue our Unit 5, Activity 5, Part 2, The Tiger's Claw. All of a sudden, he sprang up and flung his entire weight on this lot of furniture. I thought it would be reduced to matchwood, but fortunately, your railways have a lot of foresight and choose the heaviest timber for their furniture. So suddenly the tiger sprang up and flung on the furniture. So the writer thought that maybe that all furniture will be reduced to the matchwood. But luckily, railway furniture is from the heaviest timber, so it was saved. That saved me. The tiger could do nothing more than the perch himself on the roof of the table and hang down his paws. He tried to strike me down, but I paired with a chair and stool. So Tiger just sat on the table. He was trying to uh, pad the tiger just trying to strike the writer. But anyhow, writer saved himself. The table rocked under him. I felt smothered. I could feel his breath on me. So tigers breathe that the writer can feel. He sat completely covering the top and went on shooting his paws in my direction. So Tiger was trying to touch the writer, trying to go near the writer. He would have scooped portions out of me for his use, but fortunately I sat right in the corner, a hair's breadth out a hair's breadth out of his reach on any side. He made vicious sounds and wriggled over my head. So the tiger was making sound and Ryder was under the table. He could have knocked the chair to one side and dragged me out if he had come down, but somehow the sight of the chair seemed to worry him for a time. He preferred to be out of its reach. So the tiger was trying to reach the writer, but anyhow, writer is still safe. This battle went on for a while. I cannot say how long. The time had come to a dead stop in my world. So, how much time taken that he cannot imagine. Why? Because at this moment, in this situation, writer cannot think about the timing that how much time had been taken. He jumped down and walked about the table, looking for a gap. I rattled the chair a couple of times. Couple of times means two times. Couple means two. But very soon it lost all its terror for him. He patted the chair and found that it inoffensive. At this discovery, he tried to hurl it aside. He jumped down and walked about the table. He's trying to go near the table and he's looking from the gap. So whatever chair was there, by that writer is trying to save himself. But I was too quiet for him. I swiftly drew it towards me and wedged it tight into the arc of the table, and the stool protected me on another side. So table, stool, everything was there. So he was still protected. I was more or less in a stockade made of the legs of furniture. He sat up on his haunches in front of me, wondering how best to get me. So Tiger is trying that which best way he can get the writer. Now the chair, table, and stool had formed a solid block with me at their heart, and they could withstand all his tricks. So, chair, table, and stool is there, which make a solid block for the writer to save himself. He scrutinized my arrangement with great interest, espied a gap, and thrust his paw in. It dangled in my eyes with the curved claws opening out towards me. I felt very angry at the sight of it. So Tiger also is trying to see him and opening his curved claws. So writer also become very angry by seeing that. Why should I allow the offensive to be developed all in his own way? I felt very indignant. The long knife from the station master's table was lying nearby. So now writer is trying to save himself. So he found one long knife near him of the station master's table. I picked it up and drove it in. He withdrew his paw, maddened by pain. He jumped up and nearly brought down the room, and then tried to crack his to bits the entire stockade. He did not succeed. So here Tiger also trying to go near the writer, and writer is using now a long knife. He once again thrust his paw in. I employed the knife to good purpose and cut off a digit with the claw on it. It was a fight to finish between him and me. Fight to finish means do or die, that situation we can find out over here. So Tiger also trying to kill the writer, and the writer also trying to save himself, and he is trying to hurt the tiger. So with the knife, the writer cut his the tiger's first claw. He returned again and again to the charge, and I cut out, let me confess, the three claws before I had done with him. So the writer want to confess that yes, I have cut out three claws of the tiger before the tiger will catch him. I had become a bloodthirsty as he. So this way the tiger and writer's fight become stopped. And here you can see this necklace is there. Those clothes mounted on gold are hanging around the necks of my daughters. You can come and see them if you like sometimes. Means if you want to see, you can find out that these clothes have been here, that framed in the necklace, and this necklace who's wearing, the writer's daughters. So here activity 5 completed, that story explanation over. Now here activity 6, that also met the column meaning, and you have to write down in your own sentences, that already I have sent you. Then activity 7, according to the paragraphs refer part 2, and question answers have been given here. Then activity 8, 9, 9 is there. Sorry, activity 8 I am going to give you, and 9 is there, that you have to read aloud the following words, not the difference in the vowel sounds. So according to your spellings have been given, but vowel sound will be differ. So that you have to read only. Stool, stall, still. Hello, hello, hollow. Fellow, follow, follow. Said, sail, sad. Live, leave, love. Worry, very, very. Good, goal, God. So this you have to read. Then activity 10. Imagine you are the narrator. One day you and your daughters are visiting the zoo. You see in one of the cages a tiger with 3 digits of his foot missing. Means the writer's story, whatever I have explained you. Just you have to imagine that that tiger is there in the zoo. So now what will you do? How will you talk with the tiger? Writer write a dialogue between the tiger and the narrator. Now you have to think that you are a narrator and you have to write down the dialogue. Thank you.